In the world of Medicare, things can change quickly, and this year is no different, especially when it comes to Part D prescription plans. We recently made a couple of videos discussing the significant changes to the Medicare Part D market coming in 2025 due to the Inflation Reduction Act. However, just a few weeks after publishing that video, on July 29th, Medicare released a brand new program designed to limit Part D premium increases heading into 2025. What is this new program designed to do, and what does it mean for you and your Medicare prescription drug coverage? We will answer that and more in this video. But first, I know I usually ask you to like the video or subscribe to our channel, but this time, if you could, please let me know in the comments what you think of the changes I've made to the video studio behind me. And by video studio, I just mean the corner of our guest bedroom that my wife is nice enough to let me take over. If you need a more in-depth reminder of the major changes coming to Medicare Part D for next year in 2025, you can check out our recent videos that you can see right here on the screen after this one. But here is a quick overview of those key changes. There will be a $2,000 cap on your prescription medication out-of-pocket cost for medications that are on your plan's formulary. A new Medicare prescription payment plan will be introduced to help spread out prescription costs and out-of-pocket costs throughout the year for your prescription coverage. Part D insurance companies will also face increased financial liability in the final catastrophic phase of Part D coverage, and finally, there will be no more coverage gap, which is also known as the donut hole, or was known as. So on July 29th, Medicare released details about the different plan bids submitted by Part D insurance companies to the federal government. Medicare reported that the national average monthly bid amount for Part D plans will increase from $64.28 per month in 2024 all the way up to $179.45 per month in 2025. Now before you panic,
calm down.
I'm calm.
It is very important to clarify that these bid amounts, they are not the same as what you would actually pay for the premiums for your Part D coverage. If you come across headlines suggesting that the average premium in 2025 is $179.45 per month, that information, it's simply not correct. Medicare even emphasized this in their recent press release that the increase in the national average bid amount does not mean premiums will increase by that same amount. Much of this drastic difference in the bid amounts is due to changes in government subsidies, with plans receiving higher direct subsidies on the front end than they did in the past. While you don't need to understand all of those details, these subsidy changes, they were not unexpected, and we did discuss them in previous videos. Medicare also announced that the Part D base beneficiary premium for 2025 will be set at $36.78 per month. This is a 6% increase from the $34.70 per month in 2024, which does directly align with the 6% increase cap that was set by the Inflation Reduction Act. Now, without this cap, the Kaiser Family Foundation, they estimate that the 2025 base beneficiary premium would have been $55.58 per month. Overall, the 6% cap has helped keep premium increases lower than what they could have been, but it is almost certainly not enough. It is important to remember that the base beneficiary premium, it is not the actual average premium that you, the consumer, will pay out of pocket. Even though the base beneficiary premium increase is capped at 6%, like we talked about in the past, your individual Part D premiums can and still likely will increase by more than 6% heading into 2025. If you are interested in learning more about the details of the impact of the base beneficiary premium on the overall Part D premiums, we will link to the following information that you can see here from the Kaiser Family Foundation, and we'll put that in the video description. Also, as a reminder, if you want any personalized help from us or our agency, Giardini Medicare, you can do so by visiting our website, gmedicareteam.com. Now let's discuss the most important development from Medicare's recent press release. Medicare announced the creation of a new program called the Part D Premium Stabilization Demonstration.
This is gibberish.
Very creative gibberish.
But what does this tongue twister of a program actually mean to you? Here are the three main changes that Part D plans might see going into next year if they choose to participate in this new premium stabilization program. First, Part D plans will receive a uniform reduction of $15 to their base beneficiary premium. Next, there will be a year-over-year increase limit of $35 placed on a plan's Part D premium for 2025 when compared to 2024. Finally, Medicare will narrow Part D risk corridors to reduce the financial risk for participating Part D plans in the program. We will break down each of these three changes in more detail very shortly, but here are some additional things that you should know about this program. First, the new program, it is designed to help lower Part D premium increases for 2025 and to ensure overall stability within the Part D market. Again, it is a voluntary program and it is available exclusively to insurance companies offering standalone Part D prescription plans. It is not available for Medicare Advantage plans. The main reason behind this is, like we predicted in our previous video about 2025 Medicare Advantage changes, CMS reports that Medicare Advantage plans, they were able to use rebate dollars to limit their premium increases. Now, Part D plans, on the other hand, they were not as fortunate, and Medicare specifically stated that there is a greater than anticipated Part D premium variation in 2025. This is why the program is available to Part D plans and not Medicare Advantage plans. This is not the first time Medicare has used a demonstration program to attempt to stabilize the Part D market. Historically, CMS has conducted similar programs during major Medicare changes. For instance, the Kaiser Family Foundation, they state that similar demonstrations were conducted when Medicare Part D was first announced back in 2006. At this point, it's pretty clear that Medicare underestimated the Part D premium increases for 2025 due to the Inflation Reduction Act, despite some pretty obvious warning signs in our opinion. This new demonstration program is a way for them to save face just a little bit by ensuring that consumers like yourself don't bear the full brunt of these changes. In fact, we know Medicare was caught off guard because in April, Medicare received public comments suggesting the use of a demonstration program to limit the risks for insurance companies offering Part D plans. At the time, Medicare directly responded by saying CMS does not believe the narrowing risk corridors would reduce or stabilize premiums any more than will already be accomplished by the premium stabilization provision in the Inflation Reduction Act. Now they've essentially done a complete 180 and created a program that does specifically what they thought wasn't necessary back in April. This newly proposed demonstration program for now is set to last for 3 years from 2025 to 2027, with adjustments to different levels of the details expected for both 2026 and 2027. Importantly, if a Part D plan sponsor does not choose to participate in 2025, they will not be able to change their mind and join in 2026 or 2027. However, new companies offering Part D plans in 2026 and 2027 may choose to participate if they want. Additionally, if a Part D insurance company decides to participate, it must include all of its separate Part D contracts in the program. For example, WellCare currently offers 3 different Part D plans on the market. These are the Value Script, Classic, and Value Plus plans. So if WellCare chooses to participate in this demonstration program, they would have to include all of these 3 plans. Going back, let's break down the 3 main changes from the new Premium Stabilization Program in more detail. But for a quick disclaimer, as always, as you've seen, when it comes to Medicare, things can and likely will change. The following information is based on our current understanding and research. Because this program involves complex information and changes, we fully acknowledge that we may get some details incorrect, but we will of course do our best. We also have to mention that about 1 week after this program was released, a few Congress members wrote a letter opposing the implementation of this new Premium Stabilization Program, and they requested that the Government Accountability Office quickly review this newly proposed program. Their main concerns are whether or not it is within Medicare's authority to create this demonstration program. They also expressed concerns that the new program would not be budget neutral and would negatively impact taxpayers. We will also link to full sources for this new Part D program in the description below this video. Remember, we will have much more clarity on all of these changes when the full plan details are finally released on October 1st. For now, here are the details so you can get ahead of things. First, let's discuss the $15 per month reduction in the base beneficiary premium. Now, this might sound confusing, but it essentially is directly reducing the monthly premiums for a Part D plan. Part D premiums are ultimately calculated using a pretty basic equation, which is the plan bid minus the nationwide average bid plus the base premium. This will be more clear with a quick example. Imagine that a plan submits a bid of $190 per month to provide Part D coverage in 2025, and the national average bid in this case is $179.45 per month. Subtracting the national average bid from the actual plan bid gives us $10.55 per month remaining, and then if we add this $10.55 per month to the 2025 base beneficiary premium, which again is $36.78, this results in a total final plan premium of $47.33 per month. So despite the plan bid being $190 per month, you as the consumer would pay $47.33 per month in this case. However, the calculation changes due to the $15 per month reduction in the base premium as part of this demonstration program. In this case, the base beneficiary premium for participating plans would be reduced from $36.78 per month to $21.78 per month. And again, this matters because instead of adding $10.55 to $36.78, we would instead add the $10.55 to $21.78, which results in a final premium of $32.33 per month. The easiest way to think about this change is that the base beneficiary reduction, it helps directly lower the premium for participating plans by $15 per month compared to what they would have been without this new program. Importantly, Part D plans themselves are not absorbing the financial hit for this premium reduction. According to Medicare's press release, insurance companies will receive increased direct subsidies directly from the federal government to compensate for this $15 per month reduction in premium. Next, let's discuss the $35 year-over-year limit on Part D premium increases. The first thing to note about the $35 cap on premium increases is that even after reviewing the CMS guidelines and documents, it's really not explicitly clear if this cap applies to yearly or monthly premiums. Medicare refers to it as a $35 year-over-year increase limit on a plan's total Part D premium. This might logically sound like a $35 per year increase cap, which would essentially mean premiums could not increase by more than about $3 per month going into 2025. However, based on our research and our further understanding, this yearly cap on premium increases actually refers to a $35 per month cap on increases instead. So for example, if a plan has a total Part D premium of $5 per month in 2024, it could not increase to more than $40 per month in 2025. Of course, if we are wrong, we will update you, but unfortunately, we don't think that is the case this time. Before diving into an example, it's important to understand that this premium increase cap, it applies to both basic and supplemental Part D premiums. As shown in this list of 2024 Part D plans in Michigan, Part D premiums consist of both basic and supplemental premiums. This $35 per month increase cap, it does mean that plans cannot simply increase their supplemental premiums to circumvent this cap, and it does apply to their total premiums. Now we will show how this $35 per month cap works in addition to that $15 per month reduction that we mentioned previously. Let's use a Part D plan with a $40 per month premium in 2024. Let's assume that without the new demonstration program, the company offering this $40 per month Part D plan had planned to increase their monthly premiums for that same plan to $100 per month in 2025 due to the financial pressures from the Inflation Reduction Act. However, if this Part D insurance company decides to participate in the voluntary premium stabilization program heading into 2025, the plan's base premium would first be reduced by $15 per month, lowering it from $100 to $85 per month. However, if we then compare the $85 per month in 2025 to $40 per month in 2024, this increase would exceed that $35 per month limit set by Medicare. Therefore, the insurance company in this case case would need to further lower the premium down to $75 per month in 2025 to comply with that $35 per month increase limit. Essentially, without this new stabilization program, in this hypothetical situation, the plan premium for this Part D plan would have gone from $40 per month in 2024 up to $100 per month in 2025. Instead, after volunteering to join the program, now the plan premium would increase from $40 per month to $75 per month instead. Although it's still a large increase, it is better than the alternative. Just like with the $15 per month reduction, Medicare states that the government will subsidize this reduction in premiums to help plans stay under the $35 per month increase cap. And this is again using direct subsidies paid to the insurance companies that choose to participate. Keep in mind that the $35 per month increase limit is only the upper limit for premium increases. Plans can certainly have smaller increases than $35 per month if they decide it makes financial sense for them. The third and final change to Part D plans for 2025 under this demonstration program involves narrowing risk corridors to limit the financial risk for insurance companies offering Part D plans. Now, this might sound like complex terminology, but it's important to know because you might wonder why Part D plans would even voluntarily agree to lower their premiums and participate in this new program. In addition to the added funds they receive from the government in the direct subsidies we talked about, plans will also face less negative financial risk due to these changes in their risk corridors. Risk corridors, they are designed to limit the financial losses of Part D plans if the actual cost for providing prescription coverage is higher than what the insurance company had expected in their initial bid. Here's an example to make this more clear. Without participating in the demonstration program, let's say that a plan's cost to provide prescription drug coverage is $120 per month instead of $100 per month they expected. You might logically think that the insurance company would be responsible for paying the full 20% overage, and they would have to pay the extra $20 per month for their miscalculations.
That would make sense to me.
However, under the current 2024 risk corridor system, the plan would only be responsible for a portion of that overage thanks to cost sharing with the government. Using the current risk corridor system, the Part D plan would instead be responsible for 100% of their first 5% overage, which would be $5 in this case. Then, from 5 to 10% over the target, the Part D plan would be responsible for 50% of those costs, and the government would help cover the other 50%. This would result in the plan paying $2.50 and the government sharing the cost of the other $2.50. Then, from 10% plus, the Part D plan would be responsible for paying 20% of the cost, and Medicare would pay 80%. This would result in the plan paying an additional $2 and the government paying $8. Overall, in this scenario, despite the actual plan costs being 20% higher than their expectations, which would have cost them an extra $20 per month, due to the risk corridors, the plan would only be on the hook for $9.50 per month in extra charges. Now, if that same plan participates in the 2025 Premium Stabilization Demonstration, the financial responsibility changes pretty drastically due to the further narrowing of these risk corridors, as you can see here from the Kaiser Family Foundation. The plan would be responsible for 100% of the cost in the first 2.5% of the overage, then 50% of the cost from 2.5% to 5%, and then only 10% of the cost beyond 5%. This reduces the plan's financial risk significantly and makes it more attractive for the program to participate overall in the program. Despite the actual cost in this scenario being 20% higher than expected, the plan participating in the 2025 program would only be responsible for $5.25 instead of $9.50 in our example. Remember, this change to risk corridors is exactly what Medicare said they didn't think they needed back in April. Let's finish by giving you our thoughts and key takeaways from the new 2025 Part D Premium Stabilization Demonstration. First, we do believe that most Part D plans will participate in this demonstration program.
Eric, we're really pleased that CMS has offered this Part D program to really stabilize the Part D premiums. You know, we have applied for the demonstration and are looking forward to working out the details, but we really do think that this was the right answer, and we're very pleased
By doing so, they will be able to offer more competitive Part D plans to consumers while at the same time minimizing their financial risk for doing so. Now, overall, this program will certainly create additional costs for the federal government and, more importantly, for taxpayers. But at the same time, we are thankful that Medicare at least acknowledged that they underestimated the negative impacts to Part D from the Inflation Reduction Act, and they are at least taking steps to try to help limit the financial impacts to you, the Medicare beneficiary. Perhaps even more surprisingly, it was nice to see CMS specifically helping Part D plans and not Medicare Advantage plans in this case, helping to keep Medigap and Part D coverage a competitive option compared to Medicare Advantage plans. As a reminder, if you're enrolled in a standalone Part D plan and you are concerned with the changes to your coverage for 2025, make sure to keep an eye out for your annual notice of change that is sent to you by your plan by the end of September. This might be either through the mail or electronically. Additionally, all available Part D plan details for 2025 will be accessible on Medicare's Plan Finder tool starting October 1st. And again, this tool can be found on medicare.gov. We highly encourage you to review your options and make any necessary adjustments to ensure you have the right coverage for 2025. Also, if you found this video helpful, make sure to leave us a comment and watch this video next that you see on the screen about the changes to Medicare Advantage plans coming in 2025.